Got a good one coming up on Monday Night Football. Randy Moss back with the Vikings. He and Brett Favre, along with the rest of their team, return to New York to take on Mark Sanchez and the Jets. It's ESPN's Monday Night Football at 8:30 Eastern. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern with Monday Night Countdown, served by Applebee's. And we rejoin you today from the Pepsi Max 400 with Mark Martin's 5.6-second lead over second place being erased by the caution flag for debris that comes out at lap 113, just past halfway. From the pit studio with Rusty and Brad. Thoughts on what you've seen in the first half of the race so far?
I'm really impressed with the Hendrick guys. I mean, just dominating the top three positions right now, but really good to see Mark Martin up there running as well as he's running right now. Reminds me how he ran last year.
Yeah, it is good to see Mark up front again. And I'm keeping an eye on Kyle Busch as we go throughout the day. It's been kind of up and down, but he has maintained at least a top 10 position, and I think he's got a great opportunity if we can get through this last run cleanly to get a good top 5 finish.
Kyle Busch running back in 9th position right now. Remember, was talking about didn't have the front and didn't have the rear, just kind of had no grip at all. And Dave Rogers and company have a chance to get another shot at it. Really, it's warm outside. Hot track conditions today. Temperature pushing 93 degrees. And these guys really fighting the handle on this racetrack. Rusty, you talked about the Hendrick guys having a better grip on it than most. And grip really is the key word.
Yeah, grip is everything. They've really got their cars handling real well. Some of the best handling cars I've seen in a long time at this racetrack. But usually it's one Hendrick car, but now it's all three of them, man. But don't forget about Clint Boyer. He's in 4th position. He's been fantastic throughout the day also.
All right, time for the pit crews to shine again. By the way, Kevin Harvick back in 26th place after the speeding penalty on the last stop. So it'll be the Hendrick guys, Martin, Gordon, and Johnson in the top 3 spots, followed by Boyer, Stewart, Ruderman, Truex, Kenseth, Kyle, and Ryan Newman as the field gets set to come to pit road at the conclusion of the 115th lap. Let's head downstairs to Jamie.
And Tony Stewart looking for his first win here at California. Started 22nd. The car has been good. Very minimal changes all day long. That is the call once again here. Air pressure adjustment just to help the free off. 4 tires. They'll fill it up with Sunoco fuel bins.
48 of Jimmy Johnson hit his marks much better this time. They're going to make a wedge adjustment for the second straight stop, trying to help Jimmy get better. Doc?
Jeff Gordon very pumped about his race car. 1.5 rounds of wedge, 2 loose in the middle of the corner. Dave.
Leader Mark Martin says pretty loose, but pretty fast. I'm thinking no changes. They'll change the rubber on the 4 corners. They'll take a windshield, tear them up. Oh, it's a little slow on the left front, and that's going to cost him the lead.
Is it ever? Race off pit road. Mark Martin going to lose 5 spots back to 6th position. And how about Truex Jr.'s crew?
Oh, big pickup. Picked up 4 positions. That team is on fire today. Good looking. Man, they're getting it done.
So Jeff Gordon going to win the race off of pit road on this stop under the 4th caution of the race. And Martin now with a little bit of ground to make up as a little bit of a snag on his pit stop sets him back in traffic for the upcoming restart. If you haven't been with us for the whole day, it's been an interesting day for chasers as we show you what's happened so far in our Dodge Race Rundown. Jimmy Johnson, little trash on the grill early. Engine was getting warm, but they got a chance to make a pit stop and remove the debris before it became a real problem. Greg Biffle did have a real problem.
Oh, big problem right here. A major blow up out of his FR9 Ford engine. He is, in my mind, Brad, almost out of this chase now.
I agree.
Carl Edwards with some real problems.
Scared the heck out of Carl Edwards after seeing his teammate lose an engine earlier, a few laps earlier. He had some problems on a restart there. Couldn't get it fired. Went behind the wall. They solved the problem, and he's gotten back out onto the track, but I'm sure his heart was racing.
And then a pit road speeding penalty for Kevin Harvick just a little while ago on a lap 96 pit stop. Set Harvick back in traffic and dropped him at the time from 7th to 28th position. Now the latest of the championship guys to have troubles is Kyle Busch. He was 9th at the caution flag. He made a 2nd pit stop under the yellow. Doc, what's up?
Alan, the ventilation hose to the rear gear vibrated off. They had to bring him back down pit road to climb in the back of the car and reattach the hose. Otherwise, the gear would burn up in the back of the car. We'd lose another chaser. So they dodged the bullet here, being able to come back in under yellow.
And that sets Kyle from 9th position back to 28th for this restart, which will come with 82 laps to go. And the new leader, Marty, is Jeff Gordon.
A total of 30 cars on the lead lap, 3 wave rounds. Kevin Conway, Dave Blaney, Travis Quabble, Lucky Dogs, David Gilliland, and boy, a bunch of great pit stops. The top 10 were under 13 seconds.
Yeah, that's why Mark Martin lost. I mean, you see all these top 5. That's the 5 fastest pit stops on pit road. And Mark Martin's 14.3 lost him 5 spots on, coming out of there. So you see how competitive it is. I remember when a 14.3 was a good stop.
It's Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, Martin Truex, Boyer, Rudeman, Martin, Johnson, Kenseth. That's your top 8. Here we go. Good restart for the 24. Here we go, 3 wide again. That's Kenseth on the high side. There's Mark Martin underneath. Martin Truex also. Down the backstretch, going to try maybe 4 wide. Casey Kane's going the lowest. Or Montoya, I should say. Gordon puts 2 wheels down below the line. Boyer's getting around Tony Stewart for second.
Oh, Tony really loose there. Matt Kenseth on his right rear quarter. Matt gave him a little room.
And not much room between the 17th pin.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was Tony Stewart saying he's sorry, he didn't mean to do that. So he's sending a message to, hopefully it'll get to Matt, who gave him a little bit of room to keep anything from happening.
That was Elliott Sadler way high coming around through 2.
See Kurt Busch back there sliding that blue deuce around too.
Here comes the 48 of Jimmy Johnson as he has gotten around both Rudeman and Truex. There is Denny Hamlin a little bit further back. No matter where you look on these restarts, here we go again. Another 3 wide. Paul Menard side by side with Truex as they come across the stripe. Menard looking for another top 10 finish. Rudeman looking on the low side, could make it 3 wide again.
Rudeman lost a few spots in that exchange on pit road there, but he's trying to make them back up on the racetrack. Here comes Denny Hamlin down the bottom side too.
Boy, Logano shoots around Kurt Busch, and he's still going forward. Gets around the 39 as well of Newman.
Kurt Busch is still struggling on the track. His pit crew did a fantastic job with that just over 12-second pit stop. Oh, see Hamlin really get loose.
Almost slid up into the 98 of Menard. A little bit further back, there's A.J. Allmendinger. He's trying to get around the 2 as well. Jamie, what's the latest? What are you hearing on the Blue Deuce?
Well, DJ mentioned that the team did a great job, and they did indeed. They actually went down on the track bar, which a lot of these teams didn't make any adjustments back there. But Kurt's saying the car is getting better, the best it has been. And he knows, guys, that a lot of these other chasers are having tough days. So they're just trying to hang on and take home as many points as possible.
A little bit further back, Dale Jr. going around the 29 of Harvick. Jr. getting a little racy again.
Yeah, Harvick got a break with that last caution after that pit road speeding penalty. He was able to stay on the lead lap.
That's 19th and 20th.
Kind of forced his way under Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Reed Sorensen way down low in the 83, and it's getting awfully tight. Kyle Busch says, I'm going to get out of that. He goes to the low side, trying to get under the 83 of Sorensen. Kyle picks up 2.
Yeah, you make up a lot of spots, 2 at a time.
So remember, Kyle started well back, like about 28th. He's up to 20th. On board with Junior.
See him get over on Harvick a little. I think they're having a little disagreement over territory here right now. I don't think Harvick was too happy with Junior, but he's gotten out front, moved away now, put a car in between them.
Sam Hornish Jr. also in that mix. That is 4 positions. Sam running on the lead lap in 23rd. There's Allmendinger. He's had a couple of great runs over the last few weeks. Rusty, that old car of yours, that number 2, way up there close to the wall.
Yeah, Marty, I've been watching the 2 car all day long, and I've been really focusing on the left front corner of the splitter. And one thing I've noticed, it's higher than most cars. The car's got more body roll in it than a lot of the other competitors. And he just can't seem to get the car to the bottom of the racetrack. You see him scrape the wall there a little bit. But the splitter is definitely not as low as that car usually is. And I believe that's where the problem is on the 2 car today.
Great observation, Rusty, as he holds off Montoya. Let's go back up front because Jeff Gordon, our 8th different leader, has got a bit of an issue. It's called Clint Boyer. He's coming.
Andy pointed out, we watched Clint Boyer yesterday in the final practice really have a fast race car, Andy, but he was doing all of that yesterday on the top side of the racetrack.
I know. We're watching what he's doing today, and he is running way down there, but it's been working for him.
You saw Jimmy Johnson streak through behind Tony Stewart. They're running 4th and 5th. Mark Martin has gotten himself back up to the 3rd position. A little bit further back, there's Denny Hamlin side by side. Battle for the lead. Here comes Boyer down low. Coming out of 2, and it looks like Boyer may get him.
That's strong right there to be able to hang with somebody that good off the corner from the bottom side. I mean, look, he's still beside of him.
And he's going to take the line away from Jeff a little bit here. He'll get down on that bottom side. You see Jeff get down to him, though, trying to loosen him up a little bit.
Of course, if you were with us during practice and qualifying, we documented the fact that Scott Miller's on the box for Clint for the next 4 races. And doing a fine job right now. He has got Boyer into the race lead officially. So now we have 9 leaders, 13 lead changes here. And there you see the top 3, which has turned out to be a very entertaining race through the first 126 laps, because Mark Martin's going side by side with his Hendrick teammate, and he's going to pass him.
Yeah, he's on the march again here. Mark has this car exactly to his liking today. Heard him say earlier, just a little bit loose, but a good loose.
It's a little deja vu, though, from yesterday's nationwide race. Kevin Harvick would get out front, then have a bad pit stop. That's what happened to Mark. Now he's got to fight his way back. There's the top 4. Let's get an update on the race leader, Vince Welch.
Well, the 33 Clint Boyer car's been a little bit loose throughout much of the day today, but they have been working on it, getting it better and better and better. And remember, this is, as Boyer runs with the lead, this is the first race without the regular crew chief Shane Wilson, who's began to serve his suspension. Scott Miller up on the box today for the 33. The engineers may be in some communication with Shane Wilson back home, but Scott said no communication between he and Shane today. That's just a little bit too many hands in the mix. He wanted to handle it himself, thought that would be the simplest way to go. I'd say so far so good.
Well, Scott has been a winning Cup chief in the past, and right now he's looking to give Richard Childress Racing their first win ever here at Auto Club Speedway in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. They've still got 72 laps to go to seal the deal.